Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about strings in the C language. So in the previous videos we have seen arrays, functions and their manipulations. So here we focus on special type of arrays to store many characters into a single name. Okay, so we can store many number of characters into a single name called string. Okay, a string is nothing but it actually stores a one-dimensional array of characters which is terminated by a null character. Okay, so a string is a sequence of characters treated as a single data item. Okay, we can call string as a collection of characters also. So the difference between a character array and a string is the string is terminated by with a special character called null. Okay, so here we are including a null character to denote the end of the string. So thus a null terminated string contains the characters that comprise the string followed by the null. Generally, string is a set of characters enclosed between double quotations. Okay, whereas we are going to denote the characters in the format of a single quotation. We can denote a character in the format of single quotation, whereas we are going to denote the string as a double quotations. So now like any other variable, strings also have to be declared and initialized here. So declaration of string variables. So C does not support any string as a data type. So normally if you want to store numbers of integer type, so we can denote it with the int data type. Similarly, if you want to store real values, then you are going to declare it with the float data type. Okay, like that, if you want to store a string, there is no special data type in the C language. Normally for characters we are having a data type, that is a char. So that only we are going to use here for storing a string. So C does not support a string as a data type here. So how we are going to store a string here means, so with the this given syntax. So char space string name of size. Okay, so we have already told that. So if you want to store a single character, so we are going to use the char data type here, and each character can store 1 byte of data. Okay, it supports storing of 1 byte of data. So char string name of size, so you have to mention the size when you are declaring a string variable, or else if you are leaving the size without mentioning the size, then the compiler will automatically take it as a so the compiler will automatically allocate the string size based on the string. Okay, so hey, example here, char city of 10 and char name of 30. So here char is a data type and city is a string name with the size 10. That means it is going to give 10 allocations here. Okay, so here we are having the 10 allocation of, and each allocation can support 1 byte of data. Okay, each allocation can store 1 byte of data. Similarly here char name of 30, so that means it can store 30 characters in the given array. Okay, so here char city of 10, that means it is going to give 10 allocations here, and each allocation is capable of storing 1 byte of data because we are using the data type character. Okay, we can store 1 byte of data here. Okay, similarly the char name of 30, that means it is going to provide 30 allocations here, and each allocation is going to store 1 byte of data. That means 1 byte of variable. Okay, so I am going to store the name here. Okay, name, that is a virtual study time. So V, S and T. So we can store the particular characters, each and every character in the array. Okay, So we are storing each character in the each allocation of the array. So that's why, so we are calling it as a character array and strings. So there are two ways to declare a string in C language. Okay, so the first thing is by character array, and the second thing is by string literal. Okay, so here using the character array, so I am taking the char ch of 6. So ch is the character name of 6 is the size here. So I am taking a string that is hello. Okay, so remember one thing, that if you are going to denote the characters here, so if you are going to enter the separate characters into an array, then you are going to denote the characters with the single quotations like this. Okay, or else if you are going to support, if you are going to give the character as a string, then you are going to mention it through a double quotations. Okay, so here you can enter the characters into a array. So like if you are going to enter the characters in this character array format, then you have to definitely mention the null character at the end. Okay, for the character array you have to allocate the null character at the end. Okay, so here, so what is the size of the array means, so here hello is of the 5, it is of length size 5 here, right? Hello is of length 5 and plus 1, that is for the null character. So totally we are allocating 6 bytes of data for this given word. Okay, so here we are not mentioning any size. Okay, then the compiler will automatically allocate the size for the given string name. Okay, so if you observe the string literal, okay, so here in the string literal we are not allocating any null character at the end of the string. Okay, the compiler will automatically place that, and the size of the string is also adjusted automatically to accommodate the null character. Whereas in the case of the character array, okay, at the end of the string null character is to be placed manually. Okay, the size of the string should be enough to accommodate null also. So here we have to mention the null character manually, and here based on the length of the string, the compiler will automatically allocate the size of the string, and also it will accommodate the space for the null character. So this is how the word hello is going to be stored in the character array format. Okay, with the null character at the end. So normally if you are going to store a character, then the base address of that particular string will be stored. Okay, if you want to perform any arithmetic operations on the particular string, then based on that base address only everything will be done. Okay, so here I am giving the string name hello, okay, followed by the null character. So here each character is stored with 1 byte of data. So here it is having the capacity of 1 byte of data. Okay, so here each allocation is having capacity of 1 byte of data here. Okay, and here the index, so h is having is located at the 0 index, whereas e is at the 1 index. Okay, first index, and l is in the second index, like that. So each and every character is indexed here. Okay, and each allocation is having, it supports 1 byte of data including the null character. So here the size equals to maximum character plus 1. So how the size is allocated for the given string name is, so maximum character is 5, right? So hello is of a 5 character length, plus 1 is for the null character. So this is the total size. So now let us see some of the inbuilt formats of the string. Okay, so char string of 3 equals to good. The string good is of 4 variable length, but here allocated memory space is 3 bytes. So that's why it is an invalid form of a string. So next one, cannot separate declaration and initialization in the denoting strings here. So char string of 5 string equals to good. So here declaration is done separately and initialization is done separately. Okay, so which is an invalid format. And another one is an array name cannot be used as left operand of an assignment operator. Okay, so here I am taking a string abc with s1 and s2. I am not declaring any variable. So simply I am copying the abc, that is string of the s1 to s2. Okay, so here the rule is an array name cannot be used as the left operand here. So s2 of 4 is the left operand I am taking, which is an array. So we cannot take an array name as left operand of an assignment operator. Now let us see a program here on the printing of a character array and string literal value. Okay, so given two characters, character 1 and character 2. So here all the library functions regarding the string handling functions and storing and manipulating the strings is stored in the string.h. Okay, so all are string input output functions and all the string manipulation, initialization and declaration of the strings will be in the string.h header file. Okay, so here character space ch1 of 6 is equals to hello. So we are taking a ch1 with the hello as a string name and ch2 with the hello as a string name here. So here I am going to store the particular string name with the characters. Character by character I am going to store it in the array. But here I am going to store the complete string into the array. So that is the difference here. So character array value is %s comma ch1. So %s for denotes the string name. Okay, so here we are character by character we are going to store it to the array. So in the string literal value, so I am going to directly copy the string name to the character array, okay, and the compiler will automatically allocate the null at the end. If you are not mentioning it also, it will automatically allocate the null character for the string literal value and it returns 0. So the output is hello and hello. Okay, so in whichever way, if you give the input here like in character array value or string at literal value, the output like will be like this. So next one is a string input. Okay, so that is a reading a string. So here how the input is given to a program. Okay, so normally here I'm taking the character name with the length 10 and age. So enter your first name and age \n. Okay, %s and %d. So comma name comma and age I'm taking. Okay, so normally if you observe in the scanf function, we are going to give the address of operator for the, but for name, that is for the string variable. Okay, so there is no need of giving the address of operator. Printf you entered %s and %d. Okay, so here it will display the, so here it will display the output like, so if you first enter the name, it is going to enter the display the name here. So I am going to enter the name as Banu and age, which is 29.